everyone, my name is Anushka Chandra. Currently, I'm working with PwC.
And I am Abhay Chandra, first year undergraduate at IIT Bombay.
Today, we will have an impromptu discussion on the masterpiece by Khalid Hussein, A Thousand Splendid Suns. So, Abhay, what are your thoughts about this book? Tell us about some little background.
So, this is the second book of Khalid Hussein that I am reading after Kite Runner. Initially, I wasn't expecting much because it's a very rare thing that many books of the same author are great. But sure, I was wrong. This book was very moving, and it gave me all kinds of emotion. It revolves around characters Laila, Mariam, Rashid, Tariq, and many more. Each character have his or her own story that make him or her more unique. And there were the unique thing about this book is how the story about each character unfolds in his or her own way. So,
Correct,
Didi,
correct. Yes.
what do you feel was the most terrifying moment that you felt in this book?
According to me, the most terrifying moment was when Rashid confronted Leila about the person who visited behind him, and he was not confronting with Leila itself. He was asking his son, and that was such a terrifying moment. It literally gave me goosebumps. That there were questions, and the son was giving answer. To the way things unfolded, like who came, was your mother talking to him alone,
Yeah.
and where was Mariam, what you were doing.
And the way that boy was so spontaneous with his answers, he wasn't afraid that what consequences were there.
But I think he was small. How he could think that what after this situation there would be a major fight and things would just take into a different track. But it was most terrifying moment because you can just feel it by the way author was portraying that Mariam was too nervous, that she was just praying that please don't say anything, be gullible, do something else, don't say, or Mariam come into the picture or say something else. What about you? What was your terrifying moment?
So personally, the most terrifying moment that I felt was the moment when explosion happened and Leila's house was just exploded. And the most sad thing, this is most terrifying and sad, like Leila was inside the house, and that was the reason that she survived. And the most terrifying moment was when she like recovered from the shock and saw the upper half of her dad's body, thinking that he was alive. And when his her eyes rolled down, and it was relieved that it was just the upper half of his body, the lower
True,
half
man.
was missing and was blasted by the bomb. So
True,
that
true.
gave me real shocks.
Shock, and still I have the goosebumps when we read that part of the story.
So Didi, this done, what was your saddest moment? Like, what moment made you cry the most?
According to me, the moment that made me cry the most was that when Leila saw some strange man standing on his door, and she just rushed and saw that Tariq was still alive. That was such a major twist in the story, and she felt like we are having a conversation right now. The same way that stranger came, sat into his house, she offered the water also, and he said that Tariq is no more, and that same his beloved love, lost love was there standing in front of her, and she was just thinking that how things just are so different. They imagine such a beautiful story for themselves. So that was such a moment that just left me that why author has put this part of a story, why
Yeah.
he can't make it a happy ending, and when Tariq visit, and then that's the end of the novel. But yeah, author had some good balls in
Yeah,
his
this
work.
makes the author unique. Like, author leaves us with no clue what will happen next.
What about you? Where did you cry?
The moment that made me cry was sure like the explosion that happened. Also, the moment where Mariam told Leila after when they killed Rashid, Mariam told Leila to leave her alone and go chase her own freedom.
Yes.
Like, Mariam sacrificed herself just to give Leila her freedom.
Yes.
And how can a person be so selfless and like she was also suffering with so much heartbeats. She had the choice to run away, but no, she safeguarded Laila's future, and
Correct. Correct.
that made me cry. So, leading up to this, what do you think? Like, what could be changed? Like, what plot point could have changed? What do you think?
According to me, the plot that could have been changed was that when Tariq was leaving and he was convincing Leila that let's run away, we will have a good family, we have imagined everything. I can support you. I can. We can live better. So there, what could be the twist? Would be that Tariq could have convinced Babi that that he will take care of his daughter, and we will be happily after, or not convinced about the marriage. He could have convinced, let's move together, both families should move together, and let's leave behind whatever things happen, your son's dying, and just leave behind. And it could be such a beautiful folding of the things and the plot twist which I could have imagined. What about you? What plot twist do you suggest, or what you did have imagined that if did this could have happened, I would be satisfied.
Satisfied,
Yeah.
yeah. So the thing I like about the author, like other than other authors, he doesn't want to make us very satisfied. He want to show us the reality. But the thing that could have changed, like author could have shown a little mercy. Like he should have left Mariam survive, like, or at least give her more peaceful death. The way she died was so brutal, but and that made me like, although Mariam felt so many hardships,
Hmm.
but this could have been like, yeah, a good ending to her. But
True.
but here also I commend the author. Like he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He gives us the raw
Presented,
reality.
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
The way it was, he presented. Correct. Yes.
Mm. So, but I think that could have changed. What are your ending thoughts? Like, what would you like to say about this book? How it made you feel at the end?
It really made me feel like we are blessed. We have a shelter. We have food to eat. We have clothes to wear, and it's it's very, we are blessed. We should portray more gratitude. We should have more gratitude. We should, I can't, I can't comment, but we are really blessed. What, according to you, what could be your ending thoughts about this book?
I feel like the author, he himself has seen the hardships. He himself is a survivor. So he just so beautifully portrays like what actually happened and gives us a like bird eye view of what happened. So this is what like my ending thoughts are. Like so much adore this book because it made me realize, as Didi said, like how fortunate we are. We don't deserve to lament, because and this should be a learning point from this book. Like whenever we are going to lament, we should remind ourselves like there are people,
Yes.
while we lament about the meager things, there are people who live happily without even a morsel of food on their plate.
Correct, correct. So let's end this session. It was really great and मज़ा आया. अच्छा था हमारा फर्स्ट सेशन एंड ट्रूली इम्प्रॉम्प्टू था. दोनों ने अलग अलग टाइम पे बुक पढ़ी थी क्योंकि एक ही बुक थी घर पे. दोनों अपना अलग अलग इमोशंस एक एक रूम में पढ़ के फील किया एंड देन वी थॉट कि let's exchange the thoughts regarding you, and do comment below the answers to your question, which was the most terrifying part for you, the plot twist you could have expected, you could have want, and the shocking moment. So bye bye, take care.
And see you guys in the next video. Like, share, and subscribe.